How's it going, everybody? This is Ruby, and this is episode 86 of my Feed the Beast Machine tutorial series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Ender-Thermic pump from Extra Utilities. Now this pump is pretty cool. It is a way better pump to use than, say, the Buildcraft pump, and that's simply because it's more geared towards pumping lava out of the nether, in that it will actually replace lava source blocks with stone or cobble blocks to prevent any extra block lag. So it's very, very, very cool. If we go ahead and take a look at the building recipe real quick, it takes 4 ender infused obsidian, which is just 4 obsidian and a ender pearl, an iron pickaxe, an ender eye, a water bucket, a lava bucket, and then a diamond, and that makes the Ender-Thermic pump. And basically powering it, it takes MJ, but of course you can use RF as long as you use a conduit. Like, we couldn't put the energy cell directly on it for it to power it. It needs the conduit to convert RF to MJ. So that's basically it for out here. Now if we go ahead and let's just grab a chunk loader real quick. Let's just pop that right there. And let's head over to the nether. So what I want to show you is how it does this. So you can see this has already started pumping some of this area out, and you see it replaced it with stone. Now did it do... Nope, didn't do all of it, but you can see how it starts to replace everything. Now, if we go ahead and we go back to the overworld, right here, and if we go ahead and wrench that around, you can see it's going to fill up with lava. And of course, the Ender-Thermic pump, which is cool about it, is that it actually chunk loads itself. Now, I ran into some issues with it, chunk loading, is that after I restarted my world, you can see how the stones expanded a little bit. So it replaces all the source blocks. So I did run into some issues with it, in that sometimes when I loaded my world, it wouldn't chunk load itself, like it would never toggle on. So I would actually have to go load the dimension that it was getting the lava from for it to actually start pumping. And that I did fix that once I actually put down a chicken chunks chunk loader, and it actually started loading it as soon as I loaded the world. So if you run into any problems like that, make sure that you put down some kind of chunk loader other than the chunk loader that is within the Ender-Thermic pump. And what's cool is that you can just set this one to real low, like 1 chunk, and you don't have to worry about chunk loading a massive area like that. So I just want to go over this setup here in the nether. Is that here we have a redstone energy cell. Now you could always just use this with a tesseract, for example. So you could set it up like this, where it does this exact thing right here, and you could have it sending fluid and receiving energy, and you would obviously have to supply the other tesseract with power for this to work, so you don't have to use a energy cell. You can also use magmatic engines. You would set it up much like this. If we take a look at the magmatic dynamo, you could set it up kind of like this. Let's set it up right here, and let's get it facing this way so that we can get some conduits right here like that. And basically how this is going to work is that the Ender-Thermic pump will automatically put lava into the dynamo, as you can see, and the dynamo will supply the energy conduits with the power from the dynamo, and it will just feed back into the Ender-Thermic pump. And it's kind of a constantly going process, but of course if you are supplying power to your tesseract, you don't have to worry about the dynamo or anything. That's just another option for the setup. That is going to be it for today's tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it down in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer your question. If you enjoyed this video or if it helped you out, a rating would be very much appreciated. And subscribe, as I always have new Feed the Beast videos coming out almost every other day, if not every day. Thank you.